Shalom, all praises, glory, and highest honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect worldwide. So again, a quick video in the English language. And here is a YouTube video of Sky News. Israel-Hamas war. Ex-Israeli soldier says this government can't defeat Hamas. Okay, and he's going to go into what is going on at the moment and how what the Israelis, the Jays, the Ish people, what they are doing is actually not going to lead to peace, which is absolutely right. And he's kind of exposing their own actions. So let's listen for a bit. I got a couple of scriptures, and it will be it for a quick video.
My Special Forces Infantry unit went to the border. The entire night sky was lit up with explosions, deafening explosions, as the Air Force and the artillery bombarded the village. We were going into a small village with the purpose of identifying and demolishing a tunnel that was going into Israel. We were only a few kilometers in. We weren't very deep in. We were trying to secure an area for these engineers to demolish the tunnels. We pulled out, and right after we pulled out, the Air Force came and demolished, obliterated almost the entire neighborhood that we were in.
So you had your experience, Benzi, in 2014. This is going to be altogether of a different magnitude. More civilian deaths, more threats to Israeli soldiers.
I mean, it's already multiple orders of magnitude worse. I mean, something like 3 times as many Palestinians have already been killed through these bombing campaigns as there were killed in the entire 2014 war, and we haven't even began the ground invasion. Hamas is stronger. That's just a fact. Hamas is stronger, even though we fought them, and I believed during that fighting and with our sacrifice and all the destruction that we wrought in Gaza that we had dealt them a decisive blow. But that was just not true.
Is it possible, do you think, to wipe out Hamas? The Israeli government has said after this appalling terror attack, we will wipe out Hamas. Is that possible?
I think the only way, this government is incapable of doing it unless there is a dramatic, axiomatic shift in our approach towards Palestinians. We approach towards Palestinians, they can just be controlled. We can just keep them indefinitely under military occupation, deny them rights, deny them freedoms, the same ones that we cherish for ourselves, they don't have. And it's not about security, it's about ideology. We're ideologically...
So I'm going to jump in. I was today listening a bit of what is one of the voices of Hezbollah, or maybe one of its leaders, who was speaking in an interview. Yeah, one of the leaders of Hezbollah, this group in Lebanon, resistance group in Lebanon, which they are in sort of a league with Hamas. They are in a cooperation, okay, and these Arab people, they as I've heard the elders and apostles mention, these Ish people in the land of Israel today, these Ish people, these fake patriots, because they are not of Jacob, they are of Esau, okay? They are of Abraham, Isaac, and Esau, and to be more specific, then of the tribe of Amalek, within their own nation of Edom. But in doing these things that they are doing, the Arabs which are surrounding them, they are fucking fed up, man. They are pissed the fuck off towards these Ish people, okay? And what the Ish people are doing now with Netan, not a Jew, okay, and them, they are just putting more fuel to the fire, okay, just more fuel or fuel to the fire, okay. So, of course, this thing cannot be escalating to a nuclear war level before the Revelation 13 and 16 will be worldwide. But this is, however, an advancement. This is a major advancement and a major point in the biblical prophecy, because as it is written, it all goes down in the Middle East, and all the nations, their armies will be gathered there, which already is happening. Okay, you have the army of United States. They have some standing camps, some bases, military bases in Middle East. Upon this conflict, they already bought some aircraft carriers and whatnot. So it's going down. Okay, and exactly what he is saying is that how they are moving is not a solution. How the Ish people are moving their government with Netanyahu and them is not the solution, but they're just making everything worse. And how it says in Matthew chapter 24 verse 12 that, that because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Even already upon this conflict of Russia-Ukraine, you can see worldwide how the world is divided. You have the East and then you have the West. And you can see how people, they hate another, okay? Love is not present, a sound, a peace and mutual understanding is not present in the world. There is grudges, there is will of revenge, there is unsatisfiedness, okay, people being unsatisfied. So these are all undeniable and inevitable effects of the fall of the current world system. Okay, let's listen on.
To controlling the entire land of Israel exclusively for the Jewish people, and
Ish people, Ish.
Who simply want revenge on Hamas for this hideous attack.
That will only strengthen them, even if we dismantle and are able to defeat the physical terrorist organization Hamas. We will be strengthening the idea of violent resistance, because the only way to defeat the idea of violent resistance is to create an alternative and to work towards an alternative, one that our government is fundamentally opposed to. So this government can't defeat Hamas.
So you think it will, in effect, radicalize another generation of young Palestinians?
Of course. We're just killing them, and we don't provide any alternative. We're keeping them under a debilitating siege. They're running out of fuel. They're running out of drinking water. What do you think that Hamas is a terrorist organization? They've already proven that they can murder babies, and we're saying it's on them to save the lives of the Palestinian infants in the NICU in the hospital. It's up to them. You think they care? They just murdered babies, and we're denying that we're creating this horrific human conditions. What do you think the people in Gaza are going to think about us after what we're doing now? We have to create an alternative. We want to defeat Hamas. We have to turn the Palestinian public against them.
But how do you do that? In the light of the terror attack, how do you do that? What is the process? Where is the process that doesn't include Hamas? Where is the process?
Well, we have to stop forcibly expelling Palestinians from their homes and villages throughout the West Bank. We have to crack down on settler violence, and we have to say out loud that we're committed towards a peaceful, negotiated solution with Palestinians in which they achieve freedom, achieve independence, and achieve the independence and rights that we cherish so dearly for ourselves.
What are your fears for the next few days and weeks?
I fear for Palestinian civilians who are being relentlessly bombed. I fear for citizens of Israel who are vulnerable to escalations on multiple fronts because of this war. I feel for many friends and loved ones are.
Your brother's going in?
I hope not. But obviously, the tragedy is that no matter what we do, we won't be able to defeat the idea of that Hamas represents, the ideology that it represents.
Yeah, and what that is hate towards the Ish people. Okay, for the Ish people. And now the thing is, it is actually our land, our Israelites' land. Us of so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native and Seminole Indians, and the Israelite foreigners, of course. But we are not in the land. We have been scattered amongst all the other nations, and now it is the Arabs and the Edomites fighting for our land. And you have a commune of Arabs, and then you have one country with the Edomites, with the Ish people, with the J-ish people. So, and by the way, you cannot even say it because there is a threat then that YouTube will take this video or this channel down because these Ish people are very protected. Okay, there's a saying that find out who you cannot criticize, and then you will find who is in governance, who is ruling. Okay, you should know you cannot criticize the Ish people or you will be labeled anti-Semitic fast. You will be labeled anti-Semitic very fast. So they have these defense mechanisms. Okay, so the ideology of Hamas and Iran and all of them, Hezbollah, is hatred toward the Ish people. And now, as these Ish people are just making mass murder of the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, it's just putting fuel or of I don't know how the fuck you say that, fuel. You know what I mean? It's like putting a fuel to the fire. Fuel. Okay. Okay, so it's just sparking up and making the fire even larger. And these signs. Okay, you will hear of wars and rumors of war. Matthew 25. This is exactly what it is. This is a war. We are hearing rumors of war daily. It's a sign of the end of this system.
Armed resistance unless we try to create an alternative. And I really believe that this government is incapable of doing that.
Benzi, thank you very much indeed.
Sure thing.
So what he's saying is actually very unpopular in the current Netanyahu regime and or Netanyahu government, and his kind of views are not welcome in the official statements of the Netanyahu government, because they are actually trying to pursue this situation, with means of violence, which is not. I mean, I was going to say it's not the answer, but actually there is no answer. That is the beautiful situation. There is no answer. There is nothing that the Israelites. I'm tripping. There is nothing that the Israelis, okay, that are there, the Ish people. There is nothing that they could do. I'm tripping because I was going to say Israelites, because these people are not, for the majority part, they are not the Israelites. They call themselves Israeli. Yes, there is some Israelites amongst them, but mostly they are, Edomites of the tribe of Amalek, these Israelis. So actually there's no plan, even if they would try to do like this dude recommended that they would try to pursue peace, is still not the answer, because the Most High is in control, and now is the time for the prophecy to be fulfilled. none of these shall fail. Let's get that. None of these. Let's see. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. None of these shall fail. Okay, he's talking about the prophecies. All shall come to pass. None shall want her mate, for my mouth it has commanded, and his spirit it has gathered them. Okay? So, it's impossible that the World War III wouldn't happen. And we go to the three prophecies that are yet to come before the kingdom of Israel. Okay? The true kingdom of Yahushua. First one is the Revelation 13 and 16, the MOTB. Then you have the World War III, which is the destruction, and then you have the deliverance, which is the arrival of Yahushua and the angels. After that, it's finis. After that, it's it's goodbye to the white man's world. After that is Second Esther chapter 16 verse Second Esther chapter 6 verse 9. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay. And we are supposed to measure these times, as it says in the Second Esther chapter 9. But this dude was, criticizing the way these people, this Netanyahu government are going about things. Of course, there is not, like I said, there is not any possible route that they could do which would lead to peace, because this is being controlled by Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, that the World War III is going to happen. But what they are doing is they are putting so much hatred into the hearts of these Arab people that is going to explode. The hatred inside of them is going to explode, and the vengeance is going to be inevitable. Okay? Iran will shoot nuclear missiles to Iran and Israel. Also Russia will be shooting nuclear missiles. It's all getting out of hands, and that is the beautiful thing, because how would you not be tired with the current world system? Like it's very lame, this current world system, and it's because the lame are in governance. Job chapter 9 verse 24. But this each person in the video, he was basically spilling the beans on his own government, saying that what they're doing is not working. Okay? And what they are doing is just breeding more hate. It's just bringing up more hate. So this is a form of him, speaking about their own flaws, exposing their own selves. Because it is each people, these fucking Amalekites, with their very proud and like self-privileged mind state. That's, of course, that's a problem. And none of the Arabs in that area, none of them like these Ish people, these 1948ers. Okay, so Psalm chapter 64 verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away. So this scripture can also be applied here, because this Ish person in that video, he was, telling on his own people and his own government that, hey, what they're doing is just, breeding hate, and, they are actually themselves in the wrong. So now he's getting more and more exposed to the whole world, who is, the devil and Satan, which is the Edomites. And hey, especially starting with the small hatters, with the Ish people, okay, these Amalekites. Okay, And devil just means a deceiver, a slanderer. Satan just means an adversary, and most definitely Amalekites is the biggest adversary of us Israelites. So with that is going to be it for the video. Tuada Yahweh Bashan Yahushai for this and Shalom to the hopeful elect worldwide. Shalom.